This photo was taken in the Wynwood Art District in Miami, Florida in 2019. I went to live and work in Florida for 6 months to give the New Orleans Police Department space. I was in a non consensual abusive relationship with the NOPD because of their crimes they perpetrated against me. I did not want to be in Florida, but was making the most of my stay. Like many abusive relationships, I was being stalked with harassment by the NOPD. This selfie was taken at 3 a.m., 2 blocks from my residence, and 3 months after my false arrest, and 51 days before the false charges against me were refused by the district attorney's office. Since no one was arrested for illegally raiding my residence and stealing a cell phone and gun, I decided to go to Florida for 6 months. I also had a female stay at my residence to watch my place while I was gone. I would return to New Orleans every weekend just to avoid issues criminal police were creating for me with taxpayer money. Here's some of the work I was a part of in Florida. This place is a $4 million residence with an $80,000 landscape. I only put down the grass/sod. This is a $7 million residence with a $100,000 landscape, which I was a part of. This is a photo of the east side close-up, west side close-up, finished product. Salt mine type work, labor intensive, hotter than hell. This final landscape was a $30,000 job. It was not a new build, so I don't know what it sold for. These are random palms I planted in downtown Fort Lauderdale back in 2010. When I would fly back to New Orleans on the weekend, I would be actively trying to locate my stolen gun and cell phone. In June 2019, I went to the Public Integrity Bureau's office. They refused to let me in or help me. A couple weekends later, I went to the district attorney's office. The Orleans Parish officer at the door was a real prick and would not allow me into the building to ask questions. So again, I had a female staying in my apartment to watch it because police were harassing me so much I could not exist peacefully, all because of crimes police perpetrated against me and chose to cover up. So a week before Halloween 2019, I decided to live full-time back in the apartment I was paying for in New Orleans. Unbeknown to me, police sent 4 white neighbors to spy on me in July and August of 2019. 2 months after I started living in New Orleans, again, full-time, I went to file a police report at the 6th District in early January 2020. It was closed due to COVID, and I was directed to file my police report at the 8th District in the French Quarter. This was all due to the fact that the criminal misconduct complaint I had filed had its findings ignored. I also was having issues at the home front. The female I had staying with me at my residence started acting up. This video is not about dissing her. She had every right to be pissed at me for having her stay in such a shithole with such shitty government informant neighbors. On July 3rd, 2020, I tried to file a police report for the gun and cell phone I had stolen and successfully documented what I was going through because of a police cover-up and corruption. This police report was written by Officer Lee Berry. He took the time to tell me where to locate my gun and cell phone, but they were not in central evidence and property. I also went to the station to ask if police could watch my residence because the female staying with me was moving out and she was bringing 2 men with her. The main reason for my visit to the NOPD's 8th District was to file a police report for the stolen firearm and cell phone I had stolen out of my residence. I had been trying for 2 years to track down where my stolen property was. That's a problem when you get no due process. I went to jail, but never went to court. So what I want to focus on in this police narrative is, it should be noted that throughout this investigation, Officer Berry had to continually focus Mr. De La Rosa on his current concerns to properly assess the appropriate method to successfully satisfy Mr. De La Rosa's concerns. Also, and most importantly, Officer Berry's body-worn camera was activated throughout the investigation. So if Officer Berry's body-worn camera was activated on Friday, July 3rd at or around 6:40 p.m., why did the body-worn camera come up under Sergeant Ashley Bolt, the 3rd sergeant I had to deal with? Since the body-worn camera evidence was tampered with and put under Ashley Bolt's name, it made it harder to locate. The time was also tampered with by an hour, according to my GPS data and Officer Berry's narrative. Tampering with evidence is a RICO predicate act/crime. Like I mentioned earlier, it took me 3 months longer to locate this evidence for my record. Sergeant Ashley Bolt was also mentioned 158 days later when police wanted a picture of me because I was under surveillance. And they tried to whack me.
Did you get a picture of him? Because the challenges might have some. Did you get a picture of him? Because the challenges might have some. Did you get a picture of him? Because the challenges might have some.
We definitely need to share this item for sure.
Dollar information.
Yeah.
Somehow you got a phone on your phone?
No. We'll take care of it. I'll get it. Because I can send it. If she send it to me an email, I can send it to the state trooper that heads that up with Waldron, and she can forward it to Waldron even, because he's over there, or Ashley Bolt.
I'm not sure if Ashley Bolt was one of my 4 neighbors' handler or if she was a State Fusion liaison, But guess who happened to be texting me 3 minutes into me arriving to file a report? My foreign-born neighbor who had me under surveillance 24/7 and was surreptitiously entering my residence daily. 2 weeks later, my neighbor stole my ID and debit card. I kept thinking my roommate and her mom were stealing from me. Boy, was I wrong.
They're already knick-knacking things. I think
It was really my neighbor who police sent to wage war using surveillance. The rest of this video documents another dangerous situation corrupt police and their cover-up put me in. I brought a white woman who did all the talking for me. I am eternally grateful to her for taking the time to help me. Did Officer Barry's report ever mention I had a witness? Yeah, it was cool. I brought a friend Barry.
And also, ma'am, unfortunately, if the situation between him and someone else,
Yes.
let her speak to him, and let's make sure she can step outside if she can.
Sure.
the reason for her being here is she's like a character witness.
I'm not, this is not cool.
Officer Barry made my friend wait outside an hour. I don't know anybody who would wait outside a police station for an hour. Furthermore, my friend knew the appropriate timeline about when my charges were refused. 1.5 years. Officer Barry kept on insisting 2 years.
Yeah, I'm about to be soon.
Almost. Hold on one second.
I should.
All right, so got that information, and you said you want to follow up on your own about the other stuff as far as
Yeah, if you don't mind, if you give me a card of the person who said or anything like that.
You need a card or
Number.
hold on, I'll get that for you.
No. So you can call the police.
That's what I didn't know.
You have to call 911. I almost want you to stay. You stay that one. Well, you can't stay over now. Yeah, thanks for calling. Right. She's all worked out. I was shocked you called me.
Did you bring up
Oh, I
the
forgot.
year and a half ago?
Yeah, I forgot to tell her she was making up on my audit too.
No, I just want to know, did you bring that up? If that is unresolved, then that's causing me issues.
Yeah, it's like,
So I really need to do something.
Hazel, I'm sorry, Nicole. How are you?
hello, Sergeant. Good.
So I understand that you are thinking about filing a complaint. Let me understand what you're
I
trying
just
to
want to document something.
This is Sergeant Ashley Bolt speaking to me. She goes on to lie to me about why police cannot help me. When someone is under surveillance, it means proactive community policing. FYI.
Previously, I had an issue, something like that, where somebody made up completely false allegations.
Okay,
His neighbor had called the police
The
today.
neighbor called the police this morning on her because she was slamming the door, kicking the door.
Let me explain this to you.
Find out.
We are a reactive force, okay? Not necessarily a proactive force. We can document the things that she's saying, but it's nothing that we're going to be able to give you to stop her from doing these things.
Yeah. I know. I just want to have it
Kind of
documented.
needed
That's it.
also some advice.
What's
Because
it
he's
do?
changed the locks, even though she's got some of her stuff packed. Does he have to let her back in, or?
What do you want the police to do today?
I just want them to be there if I have to call them to watch her take all her stuff out. I don't want to have to watch her.
That's not a problem.
And we want you to be aware of the situation.
I can leave the area and just be like, hey, take out what you need. And if he's, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, you know, whatever she takes out, she takes it out.
Okay.
You know what?
So when she comes to the property, let me ask you this: is there a restraining order in place?
No.
These subsequent body-worn clips should have never had to occur if the NOPD obeyed the law and returned the firearm and cell phone they stole from me. So be aware I had been trying to make efforts to report my property as stolen for years.
What exactly did you want us to do today, though?
I just want to see if I can get a cop there whenever she's leaving, or if she's there to call him and say, hey, can you just watch her and make sure she doesn't rip the whole house up or do whatever she wants to.
You're concerned about her damaging the property.
And me, not me. I mean, how do you, if three people come and they bring someone to fight you, that's normally three people on one, right? I mean, I'm not concerned about myself, but how am I going to protect myself when there's three people? I mean, I'm pretty much going to have to go after all three of them, right? Can I show you one video too?
Oh, yeah.
I think I don't really video. I hate something I should.
Yeah.
There's one of them in the area.
So that's Miss Sellers? What's that for you?
This is the neighbor he said.
Again, my roommate was not a bad person. For some reason, she took all the keys to her job. When she left for 3 months, people were asking questions. Again, the only reason I had a roommate was to watch the place while I was in Florida. She didn't have to pay rent, water, or electric, nothing. And all she had to do was stay in touch with her employer. One last thing, the house my roommate was staying in alone almost blew up when I was in Florida. These are the kind of things that happen when you are targeted. And another reason I am thankful that Kelly was watching the place for me while I was gone. The police were targeting me. At the time, I had no idea what targeting meant.
And it's just been escalating since then. This morning, she was punching doors, knocking things out, and her mom was making threats to me, saying that someone's coming, like she's bringing somebody to move all her stuff out, and to be worried about that. Because I'm such a piece of shit.
Put the stuff back inside the bag.
But that's the box that we came with, wherever it's at now. I have prints all over there. I don't have a DUR or felony, but I have a gun on the street in New Orleans because of District 6. And I've seen things like this, and I was hoping to come down here and ask you if you could investigate it again. I mean, I have more paperwork, but I'm seeing things like, there's changes because allegation of improper searches and arrests, and that's what I felt like I had to go through. I mean, that's a charge of refuse, and they didn't look anything like you, and I respect those people, but they were totally different shaved head, white dudes from District 6, coming up and just being like totally as crazy as you can imagine, sir. And I surrendered.
Today?
Today, yes, sir. And the other thing too that's going on with that, what I'm telling you about is I have a phone stolen and a gun stolen, so I'm still concerned.
From
about
2018?
that. Yes, sir. I've never got the gun back. I also have a timeline that shows.
Did you file a report about that missing and stolen gun?
No, sir.
So you do realize in the state of Louisiana, you have 72 hours to report a gun stolen, right?
I was in jail, sir. They took me.
You were in jail? Okay, that's all right.
They took me charge of refuse in my underwear and left all my door open. She closed the door for me because I was getting her kid a car.
But now you're mentioning to me that a gun was stolen too, and now you're mentioning to me that a gun was stolen in 2018 as well. From this right
That incident, I didn't kill him, sir. I had to surrender.
You didn't what?
I had to surrender, sir. I had to surrender.
You said you didn't kill him,
sir. I was in a life or death situation in my underwear. The day I came, gun drawn, trying to kill me. They said if I didn't get down, they were going to kill me. I didn't know what they were coming for, sir. And it's an allegation just like right now that somebody just came up and made something that I had pistol whipped them. They didn't have any mark. They refused. They refused.
You have identification on you, sir?
Yes, sir. They look not into it. I don't have any DUIs, no felonies, no warrants.
No, it's not that. It's just you coming in here and I'm trying to.
I'm showing you. I'm showing you powerful documents to a private
powerful document. This is a 2018 document.
It says
for a
charge
stay away order.
It says charge non-domestic. Non-domestic.
Did I say domestic? I just said it was a stay away order.
This is a DA refused charge.
This is a docket. This is a docket list. I know what that looks like. Yeah.
DA refused charges, right? It says aggravated assault, aggravated battery. They took me to jail for days in underwear. They left all my doors open. They cut a lock to get where they were at. They didn't feel like they needed to ask me if they had a warrant. They all looked a certain way. This is way before any of this. This is why I asked her, because I had asked this person too if she wanted to stay there while I was gone because I was avoiding problems here.
Who is she?
She's the person I helped out. That's the person that closed all my doors when these charges were refused. She bailed me out of jail too. I was that particular day, sir. I was helping her out to get a car because she needed a car to take her kid to school. So I even had a notary that day before it happened about this whole situation. And I'm talking about the charge of refuse that I went to jail for nothing. I just had people, someone say, hey, look, that guy over there did something. Get him.
So if it's even if she even takes us to the right house, she's gonna talk.
Right. Exactly. Even if she takes us to the right house.
They came in with guns drawn. They stole the gun. They took me to jail. And I have the gun here.
Hold on. You say you have a gun here?
The box. So yeah, I can show that I had it. It's a box. I have pictures of the clip. Just this is prior, sir. This is prior. I'm saying just to show that I have everything. They took my phone, my S9, my second S9.
When was all of this? Again, 2018?
2018.
And you're reporting this now?
I reported it when I did that right there. That paper, I always wanted to get that back.
That was in 2019?
Yes, sir. I was hoping maybe I could get that back. I'm scared to come to police stations because of what I went through. I have PTSD from it. I don't have any felonies or
I'm just trying to really, look, I'm here, I'm listening to you. Trust me, I'm listening.
So anyway, Officer Lee Berry did a decent job. I did not file any complaint against him because he did his job. I did almost file a complaint against him just to get the body-worn camera evidence since I was having trouble locating it. Barry, I know you did not talk to CMP over the phone and was just pretending, but I had to check anyways.